What's going on, guys? Welcome to the 93rd live chat. It is the week after UFC 283 Brazil Glover Teixeira versus Jamahal Hill. So we'll recap UFC 283 a little bit. We'll talk about a potential Jamahal Hill versus Jiri Prochazka fight. We'll talk about UFC 285, Jon Jones versus Ciryl Gane. That's still kind of fresh news. And we'll really talk about whatever. I just put out a video. That's why I decided to do a late live stream tonight because I have a couple videos I need to work on. There's a chance there's another video out tonight, depending on how long I go for the live stream. I have like 5 videos I want to get done in the next 2 days or so. So look forward to top 3 things I hate about UFC 284, top 3 things I love about UFC 284. And then I have a couple more ideas for videos I want to do. I already did the Slap League one. And I think I may do a video. I'm not 100% sure about. I'm going to talk about Glover Teixeira's fight against Jamahal Hill. I'm going to talk about Lauren Murphy, Jessica Andrade, and I'm going to talk about corner stoppages in MMA. I think I'm going to do that video. Maybe that's the one I'll do tonight. Then start working on UFC 284. Tomorrow. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, there you go. If you guys can do me a favor, if you haven't already, like the stream. I would greatly appreciate if you like the stream. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, go subscribe to the channel. And that's it. That's it. Throw some questions in the chat. We can really talk about whatever this stream, I basically just answer your guys' questions in case you haven't watched one of these streams before. You've been living under a rock. Shout out to everyone who comes to this stream every week. I do a stream every single Wednesday, usually at 6 p.m. Eastern, but over the last few months, there's been some times where I'm just like, I'll go a little bit later and I'll go longer kind of type deal. But usually I'm 6 to 8 p.m. every Wednesday, somewhere around there. So if you guys want to join me next week, this is the first time you're seeing the stream, there you go. What's up, Fries? What's up, Billy? What's up, Tyler? A lot of fights announced since last stream. Yeah, there has been. There's been a bunch of news. There's been a bunch of MMA news recently in general. What's up? JJ Smoke. Am I missing something, or is 284 a weak card? 284 is a weak card. Billy, it was good. What is more likely, Lewis knockout on Sergey or Cody knockout on Arce? I'll say a Cody knockout on Arce. A Cody knockout on Arce. I think Derek Lewis is washed at this point. I'm abandoning Derek Lewis at this point in his career. And what a god-awful card that was. What a god-awful card that was. That is. Coming up. Yo, stay on. I got to go run the store real quick. I like the slap video too. It's awesome. Good graphics and thumbnail. Appreciate you. Let's see how it's doing. I don't know how good it's doing just yet. It's doing all right. It's almost got 200 views in a little over a half hour. That's actually really good, surprisingly. So we'll see. That's actually doing better than my Glover Teixeira Jamahal Hill video. But I'm always looking to take it to the next level. I thought it was a good thumbnail. I really didn't want to do a video about it, but I was like, I have to. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of thoughts I wanted to get out in one video. So you could tell I was really thinking about what I wanted to say, because I don't want to miss something, because I'm not going to do another video on it. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's my take on it. There's so many videos that I want to do and then just never get around to doing it, and then I kind of regret not doing it, because it's like a moment in time where you can capture everything. It's in the forefront of your mind. And I'm glad I did it. It seems like it's doing all right. I don't just pick out videos because I'm like, oh, this can get some good clicks. I just pick out something I think is worth talking about, and kind of be a little bit informative as well. All right, where was I at? But I am going to be on, Patty. I'm going to be on. What's up, Beast Boy? Appreciate your support, my friend. Glad to have you here. Luke versus Leach. Who do you got? Is that official? Has that been announced? I'm a little bit brain dead because I ended up falling asleep early, and then I woke up in the middle of the night, and then I was up all day, and so I'm a little bit brain dead. Has that been announced or no? What's up, Cat Daddy? Finally had time to watch last fight night. Strickland fought very smart in that fight against Amavov. If only Strickland could grapple, he had some open opportunities. Good main card. Yeah, it was pretty solid. I'm happy with my picks this year. A lot of people were picking Amavov. I went Strickland. A lot of people were picking Glover. I went Hill. So I'm really happy with my predictions recently. Seems like I'm killing it. I'm liking the Jalen Turner Dan Hooker fight. Turner wins. I almost made a video on that, but then I was like kind of late on it, so I was like, eh. But yeah, I got Jalen Turner in that one. I don't think Dan Hooker wins that. Just because Dan Hooker beat up Claudio Puelles. But I think it's a fun fight. It's a good test for Turner to see where he's at. I've been thinking there's a legit chance we never see Colby fight again. I think that at this point he's hiding in witness protection for ages. I literally think he's hiding in witness protection for ages, it seems like. So he may never return again. I agree with you. This is Derek Lewis's last chance for me. I've abandoned him. Thoughts on Misfit Boxing trying to set up Ngannou versus Chisora? I know it's probably something you're interested in talking about. You aren't interested in talking about. Just wanted to know your thoughts. I had no idea. I don't know who that second person is. I'm not going to follow Ngannou over to some freak show boxing or anything like that, but I hope he gets paid. That's it. If he gets paid, it sets a precedent in the UFC. You can leave and get paid. So, I hope he gets paid. That's really my only thoughts, my friend. I wish I had more to give you, but I don't. I don't even know who this other guy is. I don't even know Chisora. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Dan Hooker versus Jalen Turner is really good, kind of, but will be slept on because it's buried on the prelims at 285. Yeah, 285 is looking so good. We'll talk about that. We'll go through the card on here too. Early thoughts on Romanov versus Volkov. I don't know. I was a big believer in Romanov. Not a big believer, but I was a kind of a believer in Romanov. But now I don't know. I think Volkov probably outstrike him. I mean, who did Romanov just lose to? Somebody that's not good. I can't remember who it was though. Alexander Romanov. He lost to Marcin Tabora. Yeah, if he doesn't finish Volkov probably outstrikes. I'm going Volkov in that one. Early prediction. Current day Aldo at featherweight or versus TKZ, who wins? Current day Aldo. How do you think Nurmagomedov would do on 2 weeks' notice if Cheeto or Corey pulled out? I think it's a winnable fight. Corey and Cheeto both have a hole in their game as far as wrestling. So I'll say Umar pulls it off as long as he's in shape, decent shape. For someone living on the East Coast, they made the upcoming fight night unwatchable, both because the card sucks and the main card starts at 1 a.m. I'm with you. I may skip. I'll probably be up because I don't sleep really anyway. But I'm probably skipping it myself. I think it's a garbage card. It's atrocious. So I'll just stay up and watch something else just out of spite. And I'm going to probably make a video on it. And it'll have my prediction in it. You know, because it's just garbage. Who's excited for next week's card? Nobody. Does Kelvin take down Chris once? No. Hey, Joe, what are your thoughts on Alexa Grasso fighting for the belt? Me personally, I'm happy for her. I think she can give Valentina a tough fight. I think she loses. I don't think it's super competitive, but it's a sport where it's you know, someone's got to fill that spot. Someone's got to fight for the belt, so why not be Grasso, I guess. Got an email from the UFC website with a link to the store. 30th edition UFC gloves for $170, not including shipping. The price gouging is on another level. Let me go UFC. Was it UFC Collectibles? Let me go look what they got on there. That's crazy, though. I keep getting an advertisement for a UFC Barstool. They got Leon Edwards canvas and photo. I would buy that if it was autographed. Why isn't it autographed? Hasbula signed gloves, $250. Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. Prochazka canvas and photo. Where's the autographed in photo? Because I wouldn't mind. I would buy this Jiri Glover photo if it was autographed. Let's see. Alex Pereira, canvas and photo. Canvas and photo, canvas and photo. Where are the autographs? Let's see. Autograph event posters. Just go sign photos. Dumbass Hasbullah. Michael Chandler. Gaethje. Aljo. Who cares about Aljo? Terrible one of Leon Edwards. Why do they not have pictures of Leon Edwards? Head kick KO. Signed. How can they do that? Nothing from Islam Makhachev. Let's see. Autograph. UFC 280. Now it's just canvas, 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 canvas. That's all it is. Canvas, canvas, canvas. But yeah, the UFC is a joke in terms of memorabilia. Too expensive, and it's all horseshit. What's going on, Joey? Are we getting Chris Curtis interview soon? Now that he's matched up with Kelvin? Probably closer to the fight. Closer to the fight, yes. I'll get him to come back on. Gilbert Burns said that he saw Colby at a casino in Florida, and Colby was being overly nice to him and telling how much of a fan he is. Colby definitely all in act. I mean, we knew that for a while. But he's probably just going to wait around and, you know, hope to get an easy matchup. That's probably what it is. Colby should be removed from the rankings. He's coming up on that point, for sure. If you were the UFC, how much would you pay Nate and Conor for a trilogy fight? I don't know. I'd probably pay him at least 15 mil. Maybe Conor like 20. Because even at 35 million, you're going to make way more on the pay-per-views. I'm assuming that's going to do at least 1.5 million times $85, you know. It's a shit ton of money. My man, loving hearing your opinions. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love seeing your questions. Thank you for being a member, by the way. Thank you guys all. It seems like every stream we get more members and more members. The Discord's popping off. If you're in the Discord, you knew I was going to stream at 8 p.m. tonight. I'm telling you, the members Discord is a great part of the channel. Is a great part of the channel. Let me see what I got on there. I can't wait till we get... I can't wait. We need 7 boosts in the Discord. We have 3. I can't wait till we get a fully boosted Discord. That'll make it even better. My nose is itching. Romanov is good, but has no cardio. Agreed. Masvidal should come back and fight Burns. He wins that easy. Nah, I think Masvidal would lose. The top D is here. How would Liddell and Ortiz have done versus Silva at light heavyweight? In their prime, Silva would have murked them, I think. Both. Yo, what's up? Listen to you on my way home from class. Appreciate you, Mario. Is the Derek Lewis card at 1 a.m. Eastern or Vegas time? 1 a.m. Eastern. Main card start time. Joe, you look like Shogun 2 years into retirement. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good to see Jamahal on the pound for pound list. I don't really pay attention to pound for pound, but I guess so. Thoughts on Alex firing back at Hill on Instagram comments? I have not seen it. You have to fill me in. What way can Neal beat Shavkat? He's going to have to just outstrike him, keep him off him in terms of grappling, I think. Hasbullah can F right off with power slap as well. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's just weird. The UFC will just latch onto something and try so desperately to promote it. You know, we got the F It Fridays Dana does, the power slap, the Hasbullah, the Fight Island. It's all gimmicky. It's all gimmicky. It's annoying as hell. The UFC website charges way too much, but they have some decent stuff. Yeah. They don't have enough. Like, why don't they have one of Leon Edwards' head kick KO autographed? Okay, Joey, each fighter, strawweight, flyweight, and bantamweight, I have to fight Valentina for the belt. One top fighter from each weight class, Valentina cannot move up or down. Each fighter from strawweight, flyweight, and have to fight Valentina for the belt. One top fighter from each weight class. Weili Zhang and Amanda Nunes, I think. Is that what you're asking? Does Colby do better versus Bilal or Burns? Colby would do better. I don't know. Maybe against Burns, but I don't think he does particularly well against either, to be quite honest. I think it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Colby's been out for so long, and the last fighter he fought isn't that great to begin with. I think Aljo versus Henry is highly likely, but I think Aljo just to see how his bicep is before he signs the paper. Yeah, I think it happens in April. Guess the fighter 155, 22, and 18-0 coming off a win. He has multiple divisions. Now look at the rankings. Multiple divisions. Is that Dan Hooker, maybe? That's my best guess, Dan Hooker. Coming off a win, Claudio Puelles. So that's what I'm guessing. Dan Hooker is my final answer. But I don't know. Maybe Gilbert versus Colby 286 or Gilbert versus someone at 286. I wouldn't mind seeing Colby fight Gilbert. Wouldn't mind seeing Colby fight Bilal or Hamzat. How does Johnny Walker do at heavyweight? He gets brutally KO'd. He has no chin. Venom started selling camo shorts. Shame on them. I sent 2 signed posters in the Discord. I saw. Jamahal beats Alex, in my opinion. It's an interesting matchup. My early prediction was Alex, but it is an interesting matchup. I just think Alex is a little bit more technical, and I don't think he's going to give up very much size, and I don't think Hill's going to mix in the grappling enough. Romanov is definitely overrated. The guy made the rankings off beating Jarrett Vandera and Chase Sherman. Yeah, I think he's a little bit overrated. I mean, we saw that in his last fight. What's more intriguing fight, Jamahal versus Jiri or Jamahal versus Potan? I don't know. I want to see Alex Pereira versus Izzy. So Jamahal versus Jiri. That's what I need to see. Joey, did you see McGregor hint at tough with Masvidal? I have not seen that. I doubt that happens. I'd be shocked if that happens. IF with the UFC, but waiting until 2 a.m. to see Lewis Spivak is crazy. Dude, anybody that does is mentally not all there. I mean, that's really terrible. To waiting to 2 a.m. to see that shit. What's up, Steve? What's going on? Bilal versus Gilbert. Who wins? I'll say Gilbert. But it'd be interesting for sure. Bilal could definitely win that one. How many wins is Tony away from being back into the mix? Like 3. Who does Tony have to fight to prove himself? Hanato Moicano. It's crazy Tony's not in the top 15 anymore. I'll say he beats Hanato Moicano. He can prove himself. You forgot one more in flyweight? Aaron Blanchfield. The Menace. The Menace. Oh, Michael Johnson. McGregor on tough would be insane. I doubt that happens. I know it. Got that. Michael Johnson. Post that twice. My fault. Check the link if you can. It won't let you post links in the chat, so you got to tell me where to go. It won't allow links in the chat. I'm going to be right back. I got to go blow my nose real quick, and my nose is itching like crazy, so I will be right back. Let me know where you're talking about, Frozen, but I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Let's see where we are at. Um, when I came back in my room, I hear my dog outside the door, hitting on the door, trying to nose the door in, come in. Uh, Bro, Bilal running. Gilbert fought Hamzat. He ain't afraid of that. Crotch sniffer Bilal. Bilal running. Gilbert fought Hamzat. Yeah, Gilbert will fight anyone, that's for sure. Let's go. I knew it was Michael Johnson. Alex is chinny, and Hill has power. That is true as well. That is true. I don't know if chinny would be the word, but he has been rocked multiple times. I was just checking to see if he had a fight today. You think Tyson Pedro wins his next fight? Is he fighting on? He's fighting on the Perth card, right? I forgot who he's fighting. I'll have to look at that a little bit later. But I think, if I remember correctly, I thought he was going to win. It's a favorable matchup for him. How does Jalton Almeida with a good cut do at light heavyweight? I don't know that he does that well. He looks like a beast now, but he's kind of fighting bums at heavyweight, to be honest. But I think he could be like a top 15 guy. I think he'd be like a top 15. But I don't think he's going to be like some world beater against the elite level competition. Izzy isn't ready to do Alex. Who said Izzy isn't ready? Nobody said that. So, I seen James Lynch put out a video about MMA Guru's fans incessantly trolling. Most annoying fans. It's pretty sad. Yeah, I mean, I guess if they're that bad, I guess it could be annoying. I just ignore that shit. I have some people like that, but it doesn't bother me none. Look at McGregor's social. He comes back to tough. Okay. I'll have to check that out later. I'm not going to pull up. I don't even know. It's Instagram, Twitter. I don't even know if you can pull that up on Instagram on desktop. You probably can, but I don't know. Guys, do me a favor. If you haven't already, like the stream. I meant to say that. Like the stream when I came back. I don't know if I did. Run up the likes. We got 43 people in here right now. We got 20 likes. I want to start consistently. We usually grow these streams to about 50 to 80 people. Sometimes 100 on a good day. When there's a lot going on, like a big pay-per-view. I want to consistently get these streams to over 100 people in a stream. That's what I want to do. So, if you guys like it, watch it, share it, all that good stuff, help me out. Bryce bitched and complained about camo shorts for years, then took a loss and retired. And made a bunch of excuses too. Who would you like to see be Figgy's first opponent at 35? I'll say Umar Nurmagomedov. He needs a fight. Did you think Glover's corner should have thrown in the towel between the 4th and 5th? Yes, and I'm going to make a video about that. Spivak versus Jalton. Who wins? Probably Spivak. I don't know though. Patty Mills, thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate you. Took my dad's card. Yeah, dude, just keep maxing out that dad's credit card, Patty. Keep maxing it out, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you for the $5. Hopefully he doesn't find out about it. Okay, where are we at? Shouldn't RoboCop nickname go to Murphy? Stop. Bobby Green versus Tony Ferguson wouldn't be a bad idea. Wouldn't be horrible. I don't even want to see Tony fight anymore after that last fight. Is Spivak Lewis this week? It's not this Saturday. It's next Saturday. We have a week off. Yep, there you go. No fighter in their prime years should be coaching tough. I hate the Ultimate Fighter, to be honest. McGregor be hinting tough to distract allegations? Probably. Any news on Tatiana Suarez? Isn't she returning? Does she have a fight? I thought either she announced she's returning or she had a fight. I don't remember. Which is crazy. She's always injured. Like, I barely even remember her fights because she's so injured. Yeah, she does have a fight coming up. 225, Montana de la Rosa. I thought she did. Blow on stream. I doubt viewers would care. No, I didn't have anything to blow. Pause. I didn't have anything to blow my nose with. So there you go. I said pause. I didn't even see your message that said pause. Sup, Joey? Sorry I'm late. How about that Chris Carter's matchup, man? I did an entire video on it. But yeah, I like that matchup a lot. I think it's a fun matchup. I think it's a fan-friendly matchup. And I think it's going to be a very close fight. Damn, no UFC this week. It's better than Spivak versus Lewis. Not going to lie, Joey, a lot of fights are being announced on good cards, but that San Antonio event, getting worried they might do Holly versus Kutsakai, a main event. I'd be disappointed. They have only a few decent fights right now. Yeah, I thought maybe they might do, like Pavlovich Blades there. But, yeah, who knows? I don't even know what could be the main event at this point. I can't even guess. Alex Poton, double champ, avenges Glover Hill flatline inside the octagon. Okay. Izzy would be smart to let Robert or Jamahal get a shot and have more time to study. I guess so. But I think they're going to rematch that back. They're going to run that one back. I don't think they're just going to move on, because then if Alex Pereira loses, it's going to diminish it significantly. Why do you think Fiziev had a hard time with Bobby Green? It was just the output. He was winning early, but he had a high output. And I think he kind of got tired in the third round. Yeah, Tyson Pedro's fighting someone with a 9-fight win streak. Let me look it up real quick. I can't remember. It's crazy. 284 is not that far away, boys. Tyson Pedro, Ming Yang Zhang. Is that? He's from Road to the UFC. I've never even seen this guy fight. He's not fought a lot of good competition, though. I mean, his last win was against a guy who's 7-2. The win before that was against a guy who's 1-3. Win before that was 6-9. Hasn't fought good competition. 6 losses against other guys that are bad competition. Yeah, I think without seeing this guy fight, I think this is a setup fight for Pedro to get a win in Perth. That's my best guess there. Seeing people justify slap league pay is disgusting. What is truly wrong with them? No idea. It's an embarrassment that they're paying these guys that and they're taking it. It's an embarrassment. Dana's just always looking for the next buck. That's all he does. Dude's like borderline a scam artist in a way. I appreciate what he's helped build with the UFC. But he's basically a scam artist, and he's got an army of simps defending him at all times. It's annoying as hell. Like, there's so many people out there just willing to deep throat Dana White. Dana White doesn't know who they are. Dana White doesn't even know they exist. And they will deep throat Dana on every single opinion. Every single thought. Defend him on everything. And, if you know somebody's opinion before they even say it, they're a Dana White simp, A lot of people out there simping for Dana. A lot of MMA media members simping for Dana. I talked about that in the Power Slap video. It's disgusting and it's annoying too. Just at some point, it's just, come on. Oh, man. 2K and 2K to get brutally KO'd. Off topic, but I just learned my dog's half Siberian Husky and half American Bully mix. Congratulations, Alex. What's up, Anthony? Did you see the price of $286? I'm assuming you mean tickets. I did. I guess it's significantly raised from the fight night cards. What hyped fighter loses or falls off this year? I'll say this year is the beginning of the end for Alex Pereira. There you go. There's a random thought. It's just a random guess. Usman isn't ready, but he's forced to take the fight with an effed up hand. Who said that? No way Izzy's ready by May or June. Dude, you literally don't know that. You're literally just making up shit. Would Alex be go to Combat Sports if he defends against Izzy in the rematch, then goes up 205, beats Hill, and retires as double champ? No. He would need to defend against Izzy, go up 205, beat Hill, then defend a couple times. 3 wins doesn't make you the GOAT of combat sports. Thank you again, Patty, for the donation. Who's next for Terrence McKinney after that brutal flying knee KO? Claudio Puelles is a good matchup to make for him. Murphy needs to retire after that shit-stained performance. That she does. That she does. I don't ever want to see her fight again, let alone on a main card. If Tony beats Puelles, do you think he's back? No, he's not in title contention. No, I don't want to see him hooker match or a Gaethje match. No, 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 no. Usman's hands F, but he realizes time is... No, dude, you're literally just making up shit. You're talking out of your ass. You literally don't know that. You don't know that. You're just making up shit. I'd rather have Bo on the main card than Araujo. Yeah, me too, probably. Usman literally has an injured hand. Doesn't mean anything. Yeah, and who's to say his hand's actually even injured? Just because he's wearing a brace. He was wearing a brace for the Jorge Masvidal fight. Watching Max vs. Volk 3, Volk is so good. Volk is unbelievably good. Why is UFC promoting Power Slap? Because Dana White is trying to use it to make a buck. Parker Porter being on a main card is unjustifiable. I think that fight got canceled. Let me see if I'm wrong. Parker Porter. I'm pretty sure that fight got canceled. I think Tafa's out. I swear I saw that Tafa was out. Justin Tafa out. I swear. Maybe I imagine. I can't find it. I swear I saw he was out. But I can't find anything now, so maybe he's still in there. I would assume he is since I can't find anything. Yeah, Parker Porter shouldn't be on the main card. If you had to give Dana White a grade for how you think he's been as president, A through F, probably like a C-. He's gotten terrible in the last few years. I don't know if that's like old man syndrome coming through or what, but he just acts like a clown more and more. Those are the people I don't get that will defend Dana or a fighter with their life when they have no clue who they are. Agreed. Weirdos. What happens if Alex Volkanovski defeats Islam? It's going to be very... It depends how it happens. If it's like a first round KO, Islam would probably get a rematch. If it's like a dominant decision win, I guess he probably defends the lightweight belt and the featherweight title. The featherweight title would probably be undisputed, turned into undisputed for Yair versus Emmett. The winner of the interim belt would become the undisputed. Do you think Ian Gary has a good future? I think he'll be maybe like a top 15 gatekeeper. Usman knows he isn't ready. Okay. Who wins a no time limit fight the most times at bantamweight, like the overall greatest fighter? Petr Yan. Petr Yan wins, I think. Petrosi calls out GM3 in the UFC, gives him another Philly guy that disrespect Pyfer by TKO anyway. Yeah, GM3 versus Pyfer. I don't know who I'm going with in that one. Jared Marshart just seems to always pull it out, but I'll probably go Pyfer. Think anyone in light heavyweight division Ankalaev is the most dangerous threat to Jamahal Hill? What do you think? Honestly, I don't even know. Because Ankalaev isn't a great grappler. I think it's the striking of Ankalaev that's most dangerous probably. But if I had to say biggest threat to Jamahal Hill, Alexander. No, probably Jan Blachowicz. I think Jan Blachowicz is the biggest threat to Jamahal Hill, as crazy as that sounds. Yeah, Usman always has hand injury speculation, always. I don't mind Hooker versus Tony after Jalen sleeps Hooker. Dude, I just have a hard time even imagining Tony still fighting. Does Jalen Turner beat Gaethje and Poirier? Probably not. I feel like he would lose to one of them. Gaethje and Poirier are both very good, and they would probably brutalize the legs. But maybe he sneaks out a win over one of them. Do you think Bo Nickel will be ranked in the top 10 by the end of 2023? UFC will probably baby him to the top 15, so I'll say he's number 11 by the end of 2023. I think Porter stepped in to fight Tafa. Okay, maybe that's what I'm remembering. Jake should call out Francis for his next boxing match. Great next step up from Silva now. That's never going to happen, dude. That'd be hilarious. Jake, who does the winner of Volk Islam fight next? If Islam wins, it should be Beneil Dariush. If Volk Wins, it should be Beneil Dariush, depending on the method of victory. He's out and was replaced with Waldo Acosta, I think. Now I checked. He's in. I don't know what happened. I swear I saw somewhere that Taffa was out too. How long have I been subbed for? Just change the settings. Do you remember roughly when you subbed? That would help me greatly to find it if you want me to find it. Like roughly, like give me like a year at least. What year did you subscribe? Or around what time did you subscribe? Lifetime. Whew. And I can't even. Okay, pages. 50. You got to answer that question for me to be able to find. 2022? Sometime in 2022. I'll look for a second, but if not, I'll have to check tomorrow. Dude, oh my god. Yeah, I don't know if I'm able to find it. I just got the 2022. Probably take me a bit. Do you remember around, like, give me like a rough month? Like, let's go last 365 days. And let's start January. I'll look at a couple pages, and then if it's not there, I'm not going to look for it any longer. It's crazy how many people have their public subscribers, though. I'm going to go like a couple more pages. I don't see nothing yet. I do not see nothing. I'm in May. I'm going to go 2 more pages, then I'm giving up for now. I'll check tomorrow, and I'll get back to you on that one. 1 more page. Nope, I don't see it. Okay, where was I at? Follow up with me on that. I'll find out for you. Just follow up. I just don't want to sit here for 10 minutes scrolling on stream. If Volk beats Islam in any circumstance, I don't think Islam should get a rematch right away. If it's like a brutal first round KO, I think they'll give him a rematch. Like almost like an instance where we didn't get to see the fight play out in a way. I think Alex versus Jamahal Hill may happen before. I don't think it's going to happen. I think a lot of people are full of shit believing that. Can Poirier defeat Arman and the other up and comers? I think Poirier beats Arman. I think he does, and Gamrot. I don't think he beats Fiziev though. I wonder if people feel proud being a journeyman or gatekeeper. Any important role and achievement in itself? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're just happy to get some wins. I think they're just happy to get some wins, in general. Get some wins in the UFC. Not everyone's going to be a champion. You should know that. So, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Am I the only one that thinks that Tony beats Hooker? Yes. Anyone beats Gaethje these days? I disagree. No, Joe Pfeiffer again. Here comes the B. Joe Pfeiffer on repeat. Joey, I love the Discord. Thank you, Anthony. Worth the $3. It's $3 to join the Discord. Worth every penny. You can ask anybody who's a member who's in the Discord. I'm sure they can vouch. Bo Nickel versus Joe Pfeiffer. That'd be fun. I'm pretty sure I'm the one that sent that in the Discord, Lamel. What are we talking about there? What are we talking about there? I think I was here around 3 to 4K subs. Okay, I'll check. Just follow back up with me. I'll check. Because I can go check my analytics and find out when I had, 3 to 4K subs. Which I believe was about June. Yeah, June I had 3K subs. End of June I had 3K subs. So that's what I probably have to go to. Is June. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check. I'm in June now, but I don't see it. Another day, my friend. But, yeah, I'll just ask me again. May have been 2021. Oh, how the hell did you change? Thanks, bro. How would Michael Morales do against Ian Gary, Santiago Ponzinibbio? How far do you think Morales can go? I still think he has a lot of improvement to do. Would he beat Ian Gary? I think he loses to Ian Gary and Santiago Ponzinibbio, but I think he is an interesting up-and-coming guy. I think they just took it off Tapology, but it was definitely there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm mind blown on that one. I'm mind blown on that one, my friend. I have no clue. Now I got 80 tabs open with subscribers and stuff. Let me empty out this, X out of that. Yeah, but if you guys haven't checked it out, I did the power slap video. Go check it out after the stream. I would greatly appreciate it. Maybe this is just me, but wearing wraps on both feet looked dumb. I never really thought about that. Crazy how Islam went from Bobby Green to Oliveira, then Volk. That is true. But it was inevitable. It was inevitable for sure. Maybe read that. It's just me. It would build more hype if Alex is double champ before fighting Izzy. Realistically, that's a bigger fight. They can make it light heavyweight. Yeah, but why would they make that when they can make Jiri or, even Ankalaev would be a big fight, and they can still do Adesanya versus Pereira, which is as big as any other fight for Pereira at light heavyweight. I'm guessing March or April 2022. I'll ask again later. Thanks. Yep. Okay. I started off listening to Anik and Florian on Spotify, then found you. Geez, I'm Anik and Florian now? Are you going to put me in the same boat as them? What if Merab breaks Jan's neck in a neck crank and gets murked? What's your reaction? Oh my God, that's my reaction. Best grapplers in MMA: 1 Islam, 2 Charles, 3 Burns, 4 Munez, 5 Hamzat. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna. I can't even think about that right now. Can you see someone's watch time on your channel? No, you cannot. You cannot see. I can see watch time as a whole, but not someone in general. Hey, Joey, would you ever collaborate with other MMA YouTubers? If so, they have to meet any requirements, or would you be open to anyone? I have no clue, Kyle. I have no clue. I'm kind of open to it, but at the same time, it's one of those things, man. I'm one of these people who I can't be fake. So I can't do something with someone that I think is dumb, because what's going to happen is I'm going to come off looking like a total dick. So it has to be the right person, but I'm kind of open to it. But I don't know. Why? Who do you want me to collab with? You guys got to ask other people. The thing is, I'm never going to be a person that's going to hit people up to collab. I'm never going to do it. So if you guys want me to collab with someone, you're going to have to hit them up and tell them to hit me up. It's just not for me. I'm not begging nobody to come on my channel. I'm not begging to go on anyone else's channel. And I'm not really good at even following up with doing that type of shit. So it's just not in my nature. I feel like asking somebody, I'm trying to build my channel here. I don't want anyone else saying, "Oh yeah, I helped him build his channel," or this or that. I'm just building my shit, minding my own business, talking about MMA. There's too many clowns out there in the MMA landscape that I think there's a lot of people who, even a small channel like mine, there'll be other small channels that buy subscribers and stuff and get no views, and then they hit you up, say, "Hey, let's do a collab together," because they have a dead channel. And not that I necessarily care, say, "Oh, I got to collab with someone who has more subs than me," or anything like that. But it's just there's a lot of sketchy people out there in the space, and I don't want to. I'm not forcing anything for sure. So there you go. Is 284 a total bust besides the main event now? Pretty much. I mean, co-main event's okay. Co-main event's okay, but yeah, it's a garbage card. I'm going to talk about it in my top 3 things I hate about UFC 284. Islam number 2 pound for pound after beating Bobby Green and Olive's Lamau. That is true. That is true. Pound for pound's bullshit, though, so I'm not going to get too outraged about it. You high on Usman Nurmagomedov? Yes, I am. I think he would do good in the lightweight division of the UFC as well. I'm pretty new to sport. What do you suggest for learning more? That's a good question. That's a good question, my friend. What do I suggest? I don't know, man. Just try to watch some old fights. Enjoy, fights of guys who are still sticking around. Like go watch some Jon Jones fights. And just hang out in the MMA community. You're on here in this chat. We talk about all different types of things, but just try to be a part of the MMA community as a whole, and just ask questions if you're interested on something to other people or myself, stuff like that, and just watch some old fights and just try to watch most of the cards and stuff like that. That's my best guess. That's my best estimate for learning more about the sport. And just pay attention to a lot of the coverage. And if you're interested in somebody, watch their interviews, stuff like that. What about Aljo? He's top 5. What was the question? I don't know. What about Aljo? He's top 5. Are you watching James Lynch interview with Goober tomorrow? Maybe. I don't know if I'm going to have time, but maybe eventually I'll check it out at some point. You should interview Guru. I'm not looking to hit anyone up for an interview, okay? Has to be organic, that it does. Joey's only requirement is that you're not Brendan Schaub. Guru loves speaking about you in good terms. I'm sure. I am sure about that. Yeah, he loves me so much. Top 5 wrestlers in MMA. 1 Islam, Hamzat, Bo Nickel, Umar, Sarukian. I'm terrible at list, so I'm not going to try to debate your list, but sounds good. How did Curtis and you do an interview? How'd you get to know Chris? He was actually watching the channel, and he was in the chat. And, I called him a clown for pretending to be a fighter, and then he not FaceTime me, then he video called me on Instagram, and it was really him. So ever since then, we kind of been cool. I kind of consider him a friend now. I know him a bit, and I'm going to have him as a guest on the channel for a long while. He's always fun to talk to in general. Okay, Bo Nickel loses to Hamzat and Hermanson in a grappling tournament. Okay. Okay. I don't know, man. People been hyping Bo Nickel up. He's beating grocery store cashiers. I don't know what more you want me to say. But didn't Hamzat out-grapple Hermanson in a tournament at some point in time? If Islam is number 1 pound for pound, then he'll be the go-to MMA and surpass Khabib? No. Bro, UFC's repeating UFC 2022 all over again. Garbage cards for like the first 6 months. Dude, 285 is really good. Stop. Nikita Krylov, hella underrated. If him and Anthony Smith get matched up, I think he smashes him. Krylov is fighting Ryan Spann, I believe. This is the first time we have pound for pound number 1 versus pound for pound number 2. I set you as a screensaver on my iPad, number 1 fan. I hope you're lying. I hope you're lying, Patty. You're going to have to send me at least 50 for that. If I'm your screensaver on your iPad, you got to send me $50 for that one. That's creepy. That is creepy as hell. Yeah, if you're new to the sport also, I would definitely buy some Venom gear. Go to the Venom store, max out a credit card on Venom gear. And then basically you have elite level fighting skills, so you know everything about the sport there's to know. I just seen this. That's funny. I saw Venom, but I didn't read the message, and then I realized you said the same thing I did. That's funny. Dude Machine, I suggest checking out the past pay-per-views on ESPN, watching them in order from the last one. Yeah, there you go. Watch all the recent pay-per-views that are on ESPN Plus for free. Yep, I agree, Daniel. Then write down some of the fighters you like and check out their fights. Hey, Joey, glad to see you back. I had surgery this morning on my throat. Not looking forward to it. I have surgery in the morning on my throat. Not looking forward to it, but thank you for providing me with some content while I'm recovering. So did you already have surgery, or you have surgery tomorrow morning? Because it says, I have surgery in the morning on my throat, and you're not looking forward to it. So I'm assuming you're saying in the future I'll be providing you with content to watch while you're recovering. I'm thinking that's what you're saying. So good luck with your surgery. I hope everything goes great, and I will be pumping out videos for your viewing pleasure while your throat is recovering. Pause. Appreciate you, man. Always solid content. Streams are great. You do a great job of sticking to MMA and not straying into incel territory like some other streamers. Yep, we're mainly going to talk about MMA on this channel. That's what we do. That's what we're going to do. Talk about MMA here. And we welcome all MMA fans, not just hardcore fans, new fans, stuff like that. And I try to one of my main goals when I make a video where I talk about something is to try to make it easy to understand. Like if you don't follow and know every little intricate detail, the way I break it down in a way that's easier to understand. And you don't need to know every single detail to understand what I'm trying to say. I hope I do a good job of that. But yeah, I'm definitely not straying into incel territory. I'm not one of those types. Hill is Deontay Wilder with tricks. Okay. What's up? Keep out. Hope you're doing well. I'm joking. I knew you were joking. I was joking back, but I was doing it in a serious way. Did Aquafina drop your sponsorship? You know what's crazy? The Aquafina bottles that I like, I can't find them. I checked like 4 stores. I can't find them. So it's annoying. Did you ever watch Marab versus Rafa Stotts fight? No. I didn't even know they did fight. Or Fight Pass, they got years of every pay-per-view fight night. Have you ever had MMA experience wrestling or judo? Yeah, I wear Venom gear, so I'm basically elite in all aspects. Which stream came in? I want to go back and watch it. I'll tell you right now. Hold on. It's a PFL stream. He called me live on stream while I'm on stream. I'll tell you right now. Let's see. I want to say it was this one, but it might have been this one. Let me take a look. Could have been any of these, to be honest. I want to say it was Clay Collard, Jeremy Stevens. Yep, it was Clay Collard, Jeremy Stevens. Timestamp is 14:30. 14:30, Clay Collard, Jeremy Stevens. I just found it. We're like 14 minutes early. That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious, by the way. He's got one video from 7 years ago on his channel. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me know what you think. Okay, where was I at? Connor's been offered a coaching role, so I wonder against too. I don't think he has been. I think he's full of shit. Do you think the McGregor accusations are true? It's too early to tell. Too early to tell. Anyone saying, they're 100% true or 100% false, they don't know. We have no evidence yet to go off of. So they could be 100% true. They could be 100% false. We have to wait and hear the evidence. Right now, all we hear is a report. People are too quick to jump to conclusions. Said that wrong. I'm getting really annoyed with Ariel interviewing KSI and JP and other. Yeah, dude, Ariel's a clown. He gets paid by those guys to do that. Maybe. I wonder if people are trying to fight Raul Rosas at school because they see red when they're about to fight. Yeah, maybe. Top 3 UFC fights I must watch as a fan dated before I started following. Ronda vs. Cat, February 2025. Top 3 fights I must watch as a fan dated before. Anderson Silva, Chael Sonnen 1. Anderson Silva, Chael Sonnen 2. Jon Jones, Alexander Gustafsson 1. Someone said Izzy Romero. That wasn't even before 2015. And what's another one that I really enjoyed? I can't think of another one off the top of my head right now. But those are some good ones. There was 3 of them right there. Anderson Silva, Yushin Okami was fun to watch. Murad brutally KO'd Stocks back in the day. Did not know that. Joey, I'm trying to lose 50 pounds by the end of the year, so my Venom gear looks super sick. I bought some rock shoes to train in. That's the move to go. As soon as you put on a Venom shirt anyway, you immediately have an 8-pack abs. So, top 5 best boxers: Jan, Font, Volk, Moreno, Poirier. Solid list. What UFC fighter do you predict you've been asked the most questions about in your live stream? That is a great question, but I have no idea. Probably Hamzat. 2 best leg kickers in MMA history: Aldo and Pat Barry. I would say Aldo and Edson Barboza. I would rather see Hill versus Alex than anything right now. Now, I want to see Hill versus Jiri and Alex versus Izzy. JP doesn't pay Ariel. He just does it for cut. Now, I think he pays him. I think he cuts him a check. Dead serious. Anderson Silva and Sonnen boring for 24 minutes. Dude, that's a fight you must watch as an MMA fan. You must watch. It's a must-watch fight as an MMA fan. That's the fight that turned me into a hardcore fan. Anderson, okay, Connor posted right before the tough coach post on Instagram, and people were dogging him about insulting women, and then posted yeah, dude, he's just looking to defer attention. That's all he's doing. Guaranteed. He's full of shit. Bonner versus Griffin fights were amazing. Bonner versus Griffin fight. Yes, it was. Connor is going to be... Oh, Bigfoot Silva, Mark Hunt. 1, I think it was. Connor's going to be on tough? I don't think so. Can't stop thinking about Jones versus Gane. So hyped. I agree, dude. March is going to be a good month. I almost said a good year. I'm really looking forward to March, guys. And it's only a month away. It's right around the corner. We're 1 month away from March. That's nuts. That's mind-blowing. Connor's going to be on tough? No, he's not. Crazy Chris Curtis has been watching the channel longer than me. His first comment on the channel, let me go see if I can find it real quick. He commented a long time ago. I didn't realize it was just him. He commented on the channel... all the way back. Let's see what this stream was, what date this was. Ow, my eye is itching. His first comment on the channel was December of 2021. So there you go. Can't stop thinking about Jones Gane. Yeah, I'm so excited for March in general. Jon Jones versus Ciryl Gane is an incredible matchup. It's one of the best fights that we've had announced in a few years, honestly. It's so compelling. Such a great backstory, and it's for the title. Griffin Bonner 1 is a must-watch, not super high level, but a great fight. Agreed. Pat Barry versus Czech Congo was a crazy fight. Yeah, they both got KO'd like 17 times. Joe, you think my girlfriend will take me back if I'm in Venom gear? That she will. She will for sure. Hill versus Alex is the fight to make. No, it's not. Imagine the stare down between them. That's the fight I want to see right now. I do not. What's up? Just joined. What's up, Jesse? Hope you're doing all right. Do you believe Connor actually struck a woman on his boat? I don't know. I don't have any evidence to prove he did. We just have a report. So let me just say this. I would not be shocked if he did, but I'm not going to condemn him with no evidence. You know, I'm not going to sit here and claim that he did with no evidence. Just a report. I'm sure the truth will come out. But it wouldn't shock me, dude. I think dude does a ridiculous amount of cocaine. I think he's drunk and on cocaine 24/7. And it wouldn't shock me if drunk and high he assaulted a woman. Would not shock me. But it also wouldn't shock me in this day and age. He's successful. He's got money. People lie on people like that. So I'm open to either option. There's some people who will simp for Conor McGregor and say there's no way he did it. There's some people who hate Conor and will say he's definitely guilty. I don't have any evidence. There's no evidence right now. There's just a report. Until we hear what the evidence is, I can't make an assumption on guilt or innocence. So guilty until proven innocent. or innocent until proven guilty. I said it backwards. Usually it's guilty until proven innocent. Usually. I saw Cheeto versus O'Malley. It was a good stoppage. Yes, it was. He was brutally flash KO'd. When a fighter's officially a dead corpse, when they get destroyed like 3 fights in a row. Would you rather see Francis versus Jones, and then you could watch any pay-per-views the rest of the year, or see Jones gone and be able to watch? I could not watch pay-per-views for the rest of the year, so I have to. I really want to see Francis Jones, but I couldn't skip the pay-per-views. This channel started in 2019. No, this channel started April 1st, 2021. The day I made the channel and the day I put out the first video. April 1st, 2021. Every video I've ever made is on the channel. Hot take, I was more hyped for 280 than 285. Honestly, I was too. You know, in retrospect, 280 was okay. It wasn't great. I just wanted a war in the main event or super competitive fight in the main event, and we got a domination, so that kind of ruined the card. Then you had the O'Malley Jan robbery, that ruined the card. Then you had TJ Dillashaw with an injured shoulder, that ruined the card. Joe, you should do stand-up. What did I say? That was funny. If Hill and Pereira trade, I think Hill comes out on top. I think Pereira probably does, honestly. Jones versus Gane is easily my most anticipated fight booked right now. I would agree. It's a lie. Conor didn't do anything. You literally don't know, Jackson. You literally don't know. You're just saying garbage now. Should Herb Dean retire? He's been terrible. Dude, Herb Dean's been terrible for like 3 years now. I'm embarrassed of Herb Dean. I don't want to see him fight anymore. So, yeah, I don't. Yes, he should retire. It doesn't seem like his heart's in it anymore. Doesn't seem like his heart is in it anymore. I don't want to see him reffing any more fights. He does a terrible job. I think he's just burned out. He just doesn't want to do it. Tired of reffing, and it's shit. It's a shit job. He's like, I don't want to feel like doing this anymore. You know, you ever go to work and just be like, you know, fuck this shit. I'm not doing shit today. That's Herb Dean. Every day he shows up to ref, he's like, fuck this shit. I'm not doing nothing today. I'm just going to sit back here. And occasionally I'll go like this. Collect a check. That's what Herb's thinking. Herb's just, yeah, I'm too old for this shit. That's what Herb's thinking. Hokey Pokey Herb. That is true. Hokey Pokey Herb. What a corny name. Herb. Herb is a corny name. I wonder, is his full name Herbert? I'm just now thinking that. Or is his actual name just Herb? Is it Herbert Dean? Herbert Dean? UFC? I'm done. I'm about to be shook. Nah, it looks like his name is Herb. Who names their child Herb? Nah, his name's Herbert Dean. His name is Herbert. I'm done. For now on, we refer to him as Herbert from here on out. I'm done. Herbert Dean. Herbert Dean. Dude has 5 professional mixed martial artist bouts. And he is 2-3. From 2001 to 2007. Dude's name is Herbert. I wouldn't want nobody named Herbert ref in my fight. I'm telling you that much right now. They'd be like, yeah, your referee's name's Herbert. I'm like, cancel the fight. I'm not fighting in front of a guy named Herbert. Okay? Dude, that's hilarious. I never thought of that until now. Dude's name is Herbert. Everything I've known is a lie. They've been calling him Herb. His name's Herbert. I'm shook. Did anybody else notice? We got Herbert literally like, this is Herbert. This is my best Herbert impression. Oh, wait. That's me thinking about stopping it. And I'm about to jump in, but I'm not. My name's Herbert, by the way. That's my Herbert Dean impression. For now on, we only call him Herbert Dean. That's hilarious. What a name. Herbert Dean. Dude's terrible. I feel bad for shitting on him. He used to be the best ref. When I first started watching the sport, Herb Dean was the best referee. I wanted him reffing every big fight. Unfortunately, you know, whether it's age, You know, whether he's got a shit home life or what. Dude's just burned out. Dude doesn't feel like doing his job anymore. You can get somebody killed probably at some point. You funny as hell. Thank you, JJ. Herb is indecisive. Jackson always say corny shit. Yeah, he's about to get timed out for saying clown shit. I don't play them games. Does Herb do a better job in one or UFC or neither? Neither. Mark Otter let Glover get beat for 5 rounds and wouldn't let Izzy get knocked out. True, true, true. Izzy hurt Pereira badly. Hill sleeps Pereira if one hitter quitters land. Agreed. You could tell in Herb's face he stopped caring like 10 years ago. Nah, he probably got bad like around 2015. Herbert Dean dead. His parents love to cook. Herbert Dean. Does Derek Lewis get cut when he loses next fight? Probably not. Sherbert Dean. Nope. I thought you were joking at first. What? About the name Herbert? Farting out of the corner, Herbert Dean. Yeah, farting out of the blue corner. We got Herbert Dean. Introducing first. Farting out of the blue corner. He hates his job. He doesn't pay attention to anything he does. He's super indecisive. Herbert, the Sherbert Dean. I don't even know what we're doing anymore at this point. No nonsense, Keith Peterson on that nonsense now. Dude, Keith Peterson just wants to see somebody beat to a bloody pulp. Wellington Turman is a worse name to have. Nah, I think Herbert's worse. I wish they would start calling him Herbert Dean. No nonsense. If you had a choice to send one UFC to Power Slap and they were guaranteed to lose, who would you choose? Probably O'Malley. Herb is elite of the elite ref. You know what? I'm not dealing with this clown no more. Jackson's been timed out. Come back in 5 minutes. I didn't know refs could be worse until I saw Herb Dean. Dude, he's just tired of the shit. He's like 60 years old. You know, been working the same job for like 58 years. And he's ready to get out of there. Dude, he's just, you know, when he's waiting in between fights, he's like, damn, is it time to go home yet? He's counting down the seconds. He's counting down the seconds until he's out of there. You know? Herbert Dean. Herbert Dean. Don't give a shit. Time him out. We can point and laugh. Yeah, everybody point and laugh. Everybody point and laugh at Jackson. He is timed out. Everybody go point and laugh, please. It would be great. There you go. Yep, I just decided. I seen enough. I was getting indecisive, but I saw enough. Jackson timed out for saying clown shit. Like how y'all did me. There you go. Mark Smith is the best in the business. I don't like any of the rest. Jason Herzog is probably the best. Can't wait to see Fazee versus Gaethje. That's a scary matchup. Can't wait for that one. Jai Herbert Burns, okay. Hill did that thing that babies do with their belly, like stick it out and tummy's puffy. Hill's atrocious to look at. Dude, are you judging another man's appearance? What, you want to fuck him? Who cares what he looks like? You know, I mean, I guess I'm not the, you know, I'm not judging another man's body. I'll judge his hairline. I'm not judging his body. But I guess that's what you like to do, man. Third man is Herb Dean. I thought you said Herbert Burns at first. Did you see Herb Dean didn't know that fighters had to hold up at the last pay-per-view? Oh, yes, I did. What fight was that? I don't even remember. Was that the Warley Alves fight? Joey created a new viral dance to Herbert Dean. Herbert is a Tony Ferguson of reffing? Yes. Being a UFC ref would be a fun job, though. I think it'd be stressful. All them years of stress. Now he's just phoning it in. O'Malley is true number 2 contender, even though he lost versus Jan. He did better than Cry did. Better than anyone did on the feet. Okay. What are your picks for next week's card? I don't really have any so far. I'm probably going Spivak. I'm probably not even doing a prediction. I'm probably just going to do a video shitting on the card, and I'll give my prediction within that video. Is what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Dana White, as Dana White always says, we'll see what happens. Nah, who was the ref for the Almeida fight? Because that They need to get sued. I don't remember who was that ref. It was some garbage ref that's not always there. He was terrible. That ref was terrible. And he was there throughout the night. Hill's the perfect example of skinny fat guy. Yeah, he's got that Nate Diaz body, skinny fat guy. Now he calling you out, gang. Hill does kind of have a funny physique though, considering he's light heavyweight champ. That is true. I just thought it was a little weird. He's atrocious to look at. Like, dude, what are you looking at him and doing? You know, what are you doing while you're looking at him, bro? Calm down with that shit. Dang, next week's card's really that trash. I'm probably skipping it out of sheer principle, and I if I could get a couple of you guys to do it with me, I would love it. Just skip the card. It doesn't deserve to be tuned into. I'm gonna try my best not to, and I'm gonna be up too. So I'm not tuning in maliciously. I think Dana needs to step down from the UFC. He just looks like an old man trying to hold up. Slap league his wife and Gane lies he's done. Dude, Dana's gotten worse and worse over the few years. Worse and worse. He's always been a version of his current self, but he's just gotten worse and worse. Doihoy, the GOAT choice fighting next week. That is true. That's a decent fight. Joe, you forgot to talk about the hottest ref around, Kate Winslow. Nah. Hottest ref around is probably what's that one guy's name? He's like a midget, but he's not really a midget. I can't remember his name. And he's like super tan, but he's kind of pudgy too. It's weird. If anybody remembers who I'm talking about, he's like really. He looks like an Oompa Loompa. But he's not like really. Damn, James Lynch really made things worse for himself with super salty video and Guru. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna make it better or worse. That's for him to deal with the repercussions. But hopefully it works out for the best for him. That's what I'm hoping for. Good luck to him. I will for sure be watching that card. Shut up. Yeah, I said guy. I was just joking around. Calm down. Jack, you don't get the joke. The first fight is the best opening the card. Tatsuro Taira fighting. Oh, yes. I didn't even realize he's fighting on the card. The ref Maya and the Italian Tortellini guy were horrible refs last. Yeah, I can't remember their names, but there were some terrible, terrible refs at UFC Brazil. Kara Hadley is the hottest ref. I don't even know who that is. I don't even remember who that one is. Is it the one I'm talking about? Keith No Nonsense Peterson Anik's voice. Yo, Jon Anik's on my shit list. I'm tired of Jon Anik. I hate Jon Anik. I've thought about making a video talking about how much I hate Jon Anik, but it's gonna get a lot of hate if I do. And it's kind of pointless. But I do hate Jon Anik at this point in time. I hate everything he does. He's annoying as shit, and he ruins the broadcast for me. And nobody shit talks him. So I thought about making that video, but I'm not going to. Oh, I remember Kara Hatley. Now that you say that, I remember he's got the Damon Jackson hairline. I remember who it is off the top of my head right now. I'm messing with you, Joe. You tune in to James Lynch's stream tomorrow. What time is it? Maybe, but probably not. If it's like midday, probably not. I'm not gonna be able to. UFC actually has no stars right now. UFC's down to a period now. 2016, 2019. It's peaked in my opinion. Dude, there's always peaks and valleys in the UFC. They'll build them back. The dwarf ref always reffing PFL fights, but I don't know his name. There's some good prospects on the card. Fair enough. You got to look him up. I remember. Hot take on Anik. Yeah, I just hate Anik. I hate Jon Anik. I'm in the minority. I know. I hate Jon Anik. UFC should never go back to Brazil after the way they treated Glover. I guess so. You need to make a man on Jon Anik. He's cringe and ruins the finish. Hey, I thought you said other day that anyone who hates another man online is sad, but you just said, I'm exaggerating, dude. I don't hate Jon Anik. Come on, bro. I don't actually hate him. Okay? So, it is what it is. Like, Jon Anik, I'm sure, is a fine guy, but I'm just saying I don't like the job he does. You roast hairlines all the time. You're just mad because I said you're chubby. All right, that's fine. I'm mad. I'm mad that you don't like looking at Jamahal Hill's physique. But yeah, yeah. I think if you hate somebody online just to be a hater, you're a bitch. But I use over exaggerated wording all the time, so you can't take it. Like I just don't. I don't enjoy Jon Anik's cardio. I don't enjoy Jon Anik's commentary. Is what I'm saying when I say I hate Jon Anik. Okay. I don't want him to lose his job. I don't want him to not be able to feed his family. I'm just saying I find him corny. Okay. It's just an opinion. Just like if he said, I watched MMA Joe. I think he's horrible. I think that's some of the worst MMA analysis I've ever heard. I don't consider that really hating, you know. But we know Alazar likes to look at men's body. Gun to my head, does Alazar pleasure himself looking at Jamahal Hill's body? I say yes, and I think I live. I think Alazar does. Conor Tough too. No, Conor will not be on the Ultimate Fighter. Did you hear Conor might be coaching Tough? He will not be. Mark my words. Jon Anik has a cornball line after cornball line every pay-per-view. The Bonfin brothers have arrived. What's up, Joe? Got a haircut like 2 weeks ago. Anik is atrocious to look at. Yeah, Jon Anik's atrocious to look at. Also, Anik is a UFC shill, but I understand why, so I don't shit on him too much for that. I wish Glover fought Shogun. Glover would have mauled Shogun at this point in their careers. What exactly do you find annoying about Anik? The pre-scripted corny lines. Pre-scripted corny lines. He's trying too hard to get like a legendary commentary audio clip. Glover Teixeira breaks 2 at 42. That's what I don't like about Anik. Dude, Anik's like pre-scripting those. Call it a baker's dozen. Oh my God. Dude, why'd you even remind me about the baker's dozen? At the baker's dozen. Jeez Louise. Jon Anik has ADHD. Okay. I say Bisping is... Yeah, Bisping is much worse than Anik. Remember when Guru made a video wanting to cancel Rogan but says he's against cancel culture? No, I don't watch Guru. They should have Anik and his twin on commentary just for the mindfuck. For sure. Hope Conor sleeps that bomb Masvidal. Sure. I would root for Conor. Got a haircut 2 weeks ago. Does it grow slow? No, I accidentally got a super short haircut. I got a buzz cut, basically. You can go back and find it 2 weeks ago. I accidentally got a buzz cut. It was a whole ordeal. I told the story in the Discord. Call it a baker's dozen. Jalton Almeida's got 13 straight wins. Call it a baker's dozen. Wait until Alazar takes a look at Jamie Malarkey. Wait until Alazar takes a look at Roy Nelson. Jon Anik literally seems like an NPC to me at this point. Jon Anik is the definition of NPC. I don't like Jon Anik's physique. Yeah, I don't like looking at Jon Anik's physique too. Anik's there to promote sponsors. Nice guy. Joe Rogan and Mike Goldberg are UFC icons. Their duo will never be matched. I agree 150%. Couldn't agree with you anymore. Joe Rogan and Mike Goldberg at one point in time, they were legendary. I missed that. I feel like an old person. It ain't what it used to be. The UFC commentary ain't what it used to be. That's what I feel like nowadays. An old person that says, ain't what it used to be. But yeah, Rogan and Goldberg were legit. Who's posting this clip in here? I'm done. Someone's posting a clip of me pretending to be Herb Dean. I'm waiting for someone to start up a MMA Joey clip channel one of these days. I don't believe that Conor's been... I do not believe that Conor has been offered a tough coaching gig. But maybe he has. Maybe he has because of the USADA testing pool. He just re-entered. And he needs to be in there for 6 months. So he can't fight anyway. So maybe that would be the reasoning. Remember when Crute was favored against Hill? Do you think Crute cried at least once this year? Dude, I picked Crute in that fight. I did a prediction. I thought Crute was going to out-grapple him. But I learned from my mistakes, and that's why I picked Hill to beat up Glover. DC has more natural and better reactions. Lafayette, Louisiana, stand up. Best knockout you'll ever see. That was Masvidal, Askren KO. That one ain't too bad. When Alex said to Max, I'm too fast for him, Alex suggesting he's the faster one out of them. Like, shut the F up, Anik. Or about the custody battles. Anybody remember the custody battles? And younger brother, you got next. Yeah. Hair is part of the body. Nah, it's part of the head. Did you see Paul was going to win against Johnny? I honestly think Paul will not lose his next fight. I have no idea what you're talking about. Jamie Malarkey looks like Easter Island figure that he does. I think DC's good on commentary. Anik loves all you, though. Yo, what's up, Joey? I'm excited they added Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker. I really wish Hooker took easier assignments. He never will. Why did you have to remind me of the Baker Dozen line? I forgot he said that. Maybe the worst thing he has ever said. Dude, it's so bad. It's so bad. I'm in the minority, but that shit... I used to dislike Dan Hardy on commentary because he would always say corny lines too. I don't know who remembers Dan Hardy always saying corny lines. I remember somebody got a knockout. He was like, it looks like he was staring into the eyes of Medusa or some corny shit like that. Dan Hardy was always saying some corny shit. And I hated Dan Hardy as a commentator. Dude, younger brother, you got next. Why'd you even remind me, JJ Smoke? Dude, Anik's so bad. Jeez Louise. I can't even talk about it anymore. I hate Jon Anik. I don't like Jon Anik. I don't like his commentary. And the thing is, everyone's always praising Anik. Like, he's so good. He's so annoying. But so is Rogan and so is DC. I like Anik better than both of them. I'll take Anik by himself over DC and Rogan any day. Over them any day. So, there you go. Okay, where was I at? Guys, if you have not liked the stream yet, like the stream. The Baker's Dozen. Who's worse, Anik or Herbert? Herbert. How do you feel about the McKinney KO? Dude got exposed for sure. Do you like Chipoodle? I think I've only been there once. It's okay. Michael Chandler sits there and hides behind his ranking while lower guys are fighting killers. Hopefully not for long. Real talk, does Hooker get off when he loses? Like, this is crazy. He's going to have more CTE than Teixeira. I doubt he's going to have more CTE than Teixeira, but maybe. You think Arrow got exposed asking wife beating Jones on his show after toasting Dana White for the same? I'm pretty sure he went after Jones when Jones had the incident too. But, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I don't pay attention to Ariel's show all that much, so I can't say. Did you see the shift in commentary after they were doing the meetings with the refs and judges and stuff? What do you mean by the shift in commentary? I don't know. I don't know exactly what you mean. They're always trying to, like, act like they know the scoring criteria so great, and they always do a terrible job of it. Like, how much does that takedown weigh into it? Joey, who do you like? I hate all the commentators except Felder and Cruz are pretty good. Felder needs to be on the bigger cards, I agree. The British commentator guy and Brendan Fitzgerald. Yo, Joey, do you drink? When do you go to events in person? I don't drink at all, so the answer is no. When is Chiesa going to retire? Just join the live fight commentary. Soon, probably. He's probably going to retire soon. Still boggles my mind how Ngannou threw his UFC career away just to sit on the sidelines waiting for a one-off boxing match. It depends how much he gets paid when he does a one-off boxing match. He may make more in one-off boxing match than he may make in 7 UFC fights. So, Anik is my favorite commentator from the casual, DC and Rogan and Anik, okay? UFC normally puts those 3. Thoughts on James Lynch making the MMA Guru video? I don't know. I don't think it's worth it to give that crap attention. So, in that respect, I don't think it's a good idea. But, I mean, I guess he got plenty of views from it, so I guess maybe it's worth it. But for me personally, I mean, I got weirdos that troll all the time saying weird shit. You just can't encourage that type of stuff, you know? It's just not worth encouraging. And if you let them think it affects you at all, then they're going to continue to do it. That's just my personal opinion. We'll see how it plays out. I hope it plays out for the best for him. But for me, I don't acknowledge those clowns. You know, it doesn't affect me though. I'm a type of person, I've told you guys, I don't care what anyone says. There's not a single thing anyone could say that can affect me in real life, let alone online, you know? So I think it's better just to gone, ignored, block, timeout, whatever, and just move on. It ain't for me. It's not. I only have limited time, and I'm gonna spend my limited time talking about MMA. Is my thoughts, unless it's absolutely necessary to address something. You know, like if someone's out there really brutally slandering my name, you know, and it's someone with a following, then I'm probably gonna respond. But outside of that, I don't care. You know, it is what it is. A bunch of clowns online. They'll never bother me. Some of it I actually kind of find funny, but you can't encourage it otherwise. You know, then you know what's going to happen. Okay, Cruz has no energy. Okay, a lot of people don't realize Hill hits harder than Pereira. Wouldn't surprise me, dude. When they bring up the BS stats and look at DC to decide whether it's a takedown, dude, the stats are always bullshit, and I hate it. I wish they would just get rid of the stats altogether because I'm telling you, you will not see a single video on my channel saying, "Oh, well, the stats said this." If you could choose a fighter to be commentator, who would it be? I have no idea. Is Nunes defending her title in 285? It's not official. So maybe not. You and MMA Guru look similar as hell. Do you like both of our bodies? Is that it? Is that it? But I do not think so. But okay. If that's what you want to think, that's fine. Chiesa's not that good. He just circles around the cage until he loses. Dude, Chiesa's always been kind of garbage. Who wins, Cruz versus Figgy? Cruz. Cruz knows he's talking about. Dude comes off as annoying to me. What do you think about Luke versus Jake? I like how Luke acted like, yeah, I need to do something new to get, you know, remotivated. What he's saying is he can't compete anymore. That's the truth. Why aren't the Power Slap athletes verified on IG? Because they're not real athletes. MAQ fans are hardcore Colby fans. Okay, did not know that. Joey, 30 minutes until Power Slap. Are you excited? Can't wait. Seeing old geezers get worked up over internet trolls is so sad. They simply don't understand. Okay, when are we getting a Chris Kurt? We just had one, bro. We just had one. I would say late March, early March at the earliest. I mean, I talked to Chris. Let's see, when was that? A month ago. That's crazy. It's been a month already. Already been a month. That's nuts to me. Are you doing a companion for Power Slap? Absolutely not. Uru hates Usman, Jones, Aljo, Ngannou, Habib, Islam, but loves Colby. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah, you can make an educated guess on that particular sentence. Sounds, you know, like you can make a reasonable, educated guess on that one. Poton hits harder than Hill. We are bet 2 division glory champion. He's more precise. Before the fight, probably, or maybe after the fight. I don't even know what we're talking about now. I love your body, Joey, and who wins Prime Cruz versus Aljamain? Pause. Dude saying he loves my body. That's pause. Prime Cruz or Aljamain Prime Cruz? What's the bigger upset this year? Odds aside, Islam or Jones losing? I don't know. I don't pay attention to odds, but for me, who would I be more shocked than seeing lose? Probably Islam, just because Jones has been out for 3 years. I would kind of be like, okay, well, I kind of could have seen that coming. I kind of could have seen that coming. Can Curtis get Strickland on your channel? Maybe, we'll see. What do you think headlines the May pay-per-view? I'll say Brandon Moreno, Alexandre Pantoja. Real quick, because it's in the title. We're already an hour and a half in. UFC 283. Let's quickly recap it, even though I did a full post-fight, which I cover everything. Jamahal Hill versus... We're not going to recap everything on the card. We're going to recap the main card. Jamahal Hill versus Glover Teixeira. Jamahal Hill went out there and put a career-altering and life-changing beating on Glover Teixeira. Jamahal Hill has underrated takedown defense, which I mentioned in my prediction video. So I got to plug that every chance I get. Dude, and when he gets taken down, he constantly scrambles back to his feet. Always, 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 never accepting the position. And the striking was just way better than Glover's striking. Glover had some moments where he was landing with the hooks, but Jamahal Hill was just wrecking him on the feet. Fight could have been stopped multiple times, in my opinion. The ref was doing a disservice. The corner was doing a disservice. And I don't care that Glover got full mount in the 5th round. Could have easily been stopped. I scored it 5-0 for Jamahal Hill. Still got up, scrambled out of that full mount. And just a masterclass performance from Jamahal Hill, honestly. The only thing I didn't like was how many hooks he was eating when Glover Teixeira would just press forward and spam hooks. But still a solid performance from Jamahal Hill. And I really want to see that Jiri Prochazka fight next, to be quite honest. I'm very interested in seeing that matchup. I think that's going to be an amazing matchup, an amazing fight in general. Co-main event, Brandon Moreno, Davison Figueiredo. I scored all 3 rounds for Brandon Moreno. I don't think, even if his eye would have not been swollen with that punch shut, I think Brandon Moreno would have finished him in the 4th or 5th anyway. I think the writing was on the wall. Brandon Moreno just looks so good. Figgy's going up to 35. I don't know how much success he's going to have there. And Brandon Moreno is just unbelievable. The evolution. To lose some fights, leave the UFC, come back, work your way back up to a title, get a draw, get a win, get a close split decision loss, and then to win it back. Brandon Moreno did a hell of a job in that fight. Gilbert Burns, Neil Magny. Ooh, Neil Magny's hairline. Gilbert Burns dominated him, expected it. It's what should have happened. I don't know anyone who thought Neil Magny had a chance. I mean, I was sure Gilbert Burns was going to go out there and wreck him badly. Jessica Andrade, Lauren Murphy. Shouldn't have been on the main card. Jessica Andrade beat the piss out of her. Embarrassing to watch. That's a number 4 ranked women's fighter. And Jessica Andrade puts herself in the discussion, at the top of many divisions. Johnny Walker versus Paul Craig. Paul Craig, time for Paul Craig to retire. Dude's just spamming, holding on to legs for the life of himself. Like his life depends on it is what I meant. And Johnny Walker, super explosive and nasty power. And I figured he would KO him in the 1st round, and that's what he did. So, Johnny Walker puts himself in that top 10 discussion. He's got a big fight coming up. It's nothing's announced yet. But my guess is Johnny Walker will be fighting someone like Anthony Smith next, or Jan Blachowicz. Which, Johnny Walker, Jan Blachowicz, I wouldn't mind. That's kind of an off-the-wall matchup, but I wouldn't mind. I'm really looking forward to a lot of these matchups that come out of UFC 283. Hill versus Prochazka, Hill versus Ankalaev. I actually think Jan Blachowicz would beat Hill. And I picked Hill to beat Glover. I just think Jan Blachowicz is a bad stylistic matchup for Jamahal Hill. He just finds those shots. But it'd be very interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing it. But, dude, I think Jan would brutalize the legs. And when he finds the shot on the feet, I think he has more power. So there you go. There's your UFC 283 recap. Hill versus Jiri would be so much fun. Both guys are super offensive and not very defensively sound. So sign me up for that matchup. But I don't think Jiri's going to be back in the summer. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, it's going to be Jiri next. I have my doubts. I have my doubts on that one, guys. I did an entire matchmaker video on that. What's next for Jamahal Hill and Brandon Moreno? I don't think it happens. So there you go. There you go. Okay, where was I at? Do you think Moreno is top 10 pound for pound? Yes. Imagine if Pantoja beat Moreno for a 3rd time. That'd be crazy. Do you think Henry is fighting Sugar Show next? No. It'll be Henry Aljo. You did call it that. I did. Who hits harder, Yoel? Or not really, because I called him for KO, but I said he would be able to defend the takedown. Who hits harder, Yoel or Pereira? Pereira. He'll put in that work that he did. Makes me really sad. Glover versus Hill wasn't stopped. Glover's a great person. Got a life-changing beating. Really sucks. Yeah, it does. It does. I wouldn't be surprised if Hill takes Jiri. I wouldn't be surprised either. Figgy won 2nd round. No, he didn't. Moreno lost that 2nd round. No, he didn't. Arguably lost the 1st as well. No, he didn't. But technically on the judges' scorecards, he did lose round 2, but he didn't. I'm so tired of failed sub attempts giving people rounds. Yeah. It makes no sense. It makes no sense, especially when Moreno landed the better shots in round 2. Just because Figgy held on to a guillotine that was unsuccessful for a minute and a half, 2 minutes, that gives him the round. What a joke. I think Moreno versus Pantoja will be co-main, not headline. We'll see. We'll see. I wouldn't mind it headlining the pay-per-view, to be honest. That's better than... For me, Moreno versus Pantoja 3 is better than Colby versus Masvidal. Sub attempt, closest thing to finishing fight. I disagree. I think Moreno's shots on the feet were closer to finishing the fight than that guillotine. Ricky Simone versus Song Yadong. Who do you have? Song Yadong all day long. Too fast, too powerful. We know Colby won't fight Burns. Who does Burns really fight? Bilal, probably. Blachowicz beats Glover 9 out of 10. Shaking my head. It was Glover's birthday. And Jan, you idiot. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think Glover was a bad matchup for Blachowicz because Glover just had unbelievable top game. Burns beats everyone going into title contention. That's my prediction. Fair enough. Johnny Walker title run starts now. Could very well. Division's wide open right now. Khamzat becomes 185 or 170 champion at mid or end of 2023. Totally embarrassing that Murphy's number 4. Seems like women's MMA I too shallow talent-wise. That it is. I'll make a video about that soon as well. Imagine they do Connor Chandler tough and it's just Chandler kissing his ass the whole time. Dude, Chandler's such a little suck up. Jan is a very strong fighter. I think he beats Hill. Very possible. How do you do against the female roster in UFC? I don't know. Andrade will whoop me. Johnny, but I'll put up a valiant effort. Johnny Walker looks like the old Johnny we seen first. Yeah, but against Paul Craig, what does that really mean? Hill versus Jiri is fight, but we are a long way from Jiri coming back. Exactly. What do you think the repercussions would be if Leon knocks out Usman round 1 of the rematch? Leon's the champion and goes on to fight contenders, and Kamaru Usman probably retires. I think O'Malley sits out for a title shot. Probably does. Bro, Figgy won round 2. Watch the Weasel. Dude, I don't care what the fuck the Weasel said, dude. Keep sucking him. Keep sucking him. I don't care what he thinks. I know what I saw, and I know what the rules are, and I know what the judging scoring criteria is. Okay? So, go eat the Weasel's ass some more, dude. Act like he's an authority on everything. Sub attempt? No, it wasn't. Not in my opinion. It's subjective. Colby versus Masvidal sold little to no pay-per-views. Neither are draws. Agreed. It's embarrassing that we are predicting Colby to duck fights. Agreed. Subs are literally subjective. You have no idea how close they were. Exactly. We can't say failed subs are winning rounds. So Ricky beats Yadong. We'll see if Ricky beats Yadong. Who's the most dangerous fighter in MMA? I think it's between Islam and Khamzat. Most dangerous? You got to define most dangerous. I'll say Jiri Prochazka just because he's a maniac. Why are people getting hyped for Walker again? Did we forget about his losing streak and getting chin last time and hyped him up? Yeah. I think people are going crazy. Walker's fun. That he is. What do you think they'll do with Pereira if Israel isn't ready for the rematch right away? I think they'll wait for Israel. I don't think they'll care. They'll tell Pereira to wait. Whitaker fight, Hill fight, just wait. Yep, wait till Israel's ready. Judges gave Fig round 2. That's fair, but it's wrong. Yeah, it's round 2 for the sub attempt. And people act like he's an MMA judging god. Dude's just a guy on the internet. You don't even know what he looks like. You don't even know his name. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Stop acting like people are godlike figures. I wouldn't even want people pretending like I am. Okay? I think it's garbage to give Figgy round 2. I think it's an embarrassment to give Figgy round 2. But some people can do it. Everyone can have their own opinion. So, fair enough. All right, real quick, let's go over UFC 285. To put it in the title. We talked about it a little bit, but let's see what else has been added so far. We got Jon Jones, Ciryl Gane. Really looking forward to that matchup. Jon Jones just always rises to the occasion. And that's why I'm going Johnny Bones Jones. Never lost other than a disqualification. Sound like Dana White here. Ciryl Gane's a very tough, well-rounded fighter, though. But I'm going Johnny Bones Jones, and I'm really looking forward to that matchup, the return of Jon Jones after 3 years. A lot of fans that have never watched him fight. Valentina Shevchenko, Alexa Grasso, Viviane Araújo, Amanda Ribas. It's okay. Derek Brunson, Dricus Duplessis. That should be a fun middleweight matchup. Jeff Neal, Shavkat Rakhmonov. Really looking forward to that. Jamie Pickett versus Bo Nickel. Oh, yeah, that's going to be so much fun to watch Bo Nickel beat up Jamie Pickett. Cody Garbrandt, Julio Arce. Jalen Turner, Dan Hooker. I hope they reorganize this card a little bit. I know it's not official yet. Should be Jones, Ciryl Gane, Valentina Shevchenko, Alexa Grasso. Then they should do Jeff Neal, Shavkat Rakhmonov. Then they should Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker. And then Derek Brunson, Dricus du Plessis. Something along those lines. Paul Craig is a meme that he is. Walker beat Ion and Paul Craig. Both are chinless. Walker's an elite level fighter, but it's hard when you have a god-awful chin. Yeah, I guess so. Can Usman Nurmagomedov be a champ at 135? Yes. I mean, you mean Umar Nurmagomedov, right? You still have Jan as the best guy at 135. I think Jan's still the best, but I could see Umar winning the belt. Jones lost to Reyes, but even when he lost, he wins. There you go. Round 2 Figgy. Okay. I think Jones could out wrestle Gane. I think he could as well. Crazy, I've only seen one Jones fight live. Yeah, that is crazy. I've seen a bunch. You guys are in for a treat, hopefully, if he's not completely washed. Bo Nickel will beat 13-8 Pickett, and many people will call him a champ material. Yeah, dude, it's embarrassing. Barbosa's loss to Mitchell was probably his last run to the title, so why not move back to lightweight for fun fight? Yeah, I would agree with you on that one. Should move to lightweight for fun fights. Edson Barboza got dominated too, out-grappled in that one. Let's search that. Let's see what we got going on here. No. Let's see. All right, guys, look, I'm about to get off, but I need you guys to do me a favor. There is a guy right now. I just searched UFC and searched live streams. He's streaming UFC gameplay. Go to his live stream. I remember when not that I don't have a small channel. I still have a very small channel. But I remember when I had a really small channel. He has like 1,000 subs. Go to his stream. I want you to like his stream. I want you to subscribe to his channel. And I want you to say in the chat that MMA Joey sent you. I just found his stream randomly. I just searched UFC and went to live. I would greatly appreciate that, guys. If you can do anything, go do that for me. I'm going to post a link in the chat. But before I do that, thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget to like this stream. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Okay, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. But yeah, this guy streams some UFC gameplay. I haven't looked at his channel. I don't know what else he does. But go pop into his chat. He's got like 6 people watching right now. Go pop into his chat. Say MMA Joey sent you. Like his stream. Subscribe to his channel. Just help boost him in the algorithm a little bit, guys. I'm going to post a link in the chat right now. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys went and did that. Just tell him MMA Joey sent you. So he's not going to know who I am, but he probably doesn't watch. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll probably be live again on Friday. I would say, yeah, I'll probably be doing a live stream on Friday. I might do another one tomorrow. There might be another video out tonight. Watch my power slap video that's out on the channel right now. And go to the stream in the chat. Thank you guys for watching and enjoy the rest of your night. I will talk to you guys later.